Anyway, what the fuck were we doing?
We have a mission to do.
We do have a mission.
We also have some supports and certifications to do.
Yeah!
So let's get the certifications out of the way first, I suppose.
It's everything we've wanted. Who's hit level 30?
Black can be a swordmaster, but we don't want her to do that, or a mortal savant.
What does the mortal savant look like? Yeah.
It's the
Frickin' sweet.
one.
Oh, yeah, that's the one we're getting to Dorothea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Need more swords.
She's got like the dark neon.
We just look like a cosplayer.
Yes.
Edelgard is fine, Hubert's fine, these people are all fine. Caspar,
Level
you can
30,
be bigger,
baby.
I think. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
What are the
yeah.
percentages? 89%.
I think you can do this. Time
Look
to
at
join the Chain Daddy Club.
War Master is like one of the best classes in the game, solely because fists are so broken. So he's gonna like it. You're gonna like the way you look.
He's barely
not a
got
chain daddy.
a shoulder for that pauldron.
Oh yeah, nailed it.
Although they give him like a pity point in magic.
Right.
He was that Chain Daddy was what he just was, and now
Right,
Yeah.
right. The Grappler is the Chain Daddy
He's
class.
fur daddy now.
Okay,
Yeah, he
Ash,
has gone beyond.
Ash can level up. Let's see what Great Knight needs more horses. He needs a lot of everything. So
Oh,
he's not
boy.
gonna get that anytime. Look at
Samus
fucking-
Aran.
Varia suit up here.
Yeah.
I probably made that same joke last time.
Giant.
Outfit.
I don't think anyone else. Cynthia, she's fine. She just got her thing.
She's perfect.
Cynthia is fine for the rest of eternity.
Yeah,
She
so we
reads it
still
doesn't
need
give a
people
fuck.
30.
Until she passes away at an early age.
Yeah, rip.
Well, that's the only one we can do for now. So
Burns brightest.
Yeah. Let's get some supports out of the way. We got a decent amount of them.
Hubert Edelgard? Hubert
Yeah.
Time
Oh,
for me to
boy.
open the spreadsheet.
We've come such a long way. After
We
all,
sure
I was
have.
I
4
love
years
saying
old
this,
when
especially
I
because
first met
I am not doing anything
Childhood
at work right
friends?
From your perfect memory, Lady Edelgard, I expect nothing short of the utmost precision.
We were actually 3.5, but I'm not going to correct her.
Please don't mock me with such frivolous praise. I can hardly recall that day.
Forgive me. I suppose I must have been 6 at the time. I have
Oh,
no
there we go.
recollection of it. My earliest memory of you is of when you were injured. I recall being scolded most sternly by my father. You are Lady Edelgard's servant, he said. You
now.
must
Doing a
protect her
voice
with
for the
your
father
life.
that you killed. Really, really fascinating choice.
Some low effort dubbing
Had
there.
no idea. But House Vestra has served House Resfeld for generations. Given that, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
Indeed. After that, I
Indeed.
made certain to accompany you wherever you went.
So you
So,
wouldn't
like,
fall
did
off
they-
any other horses.
So did his dad, when he was 6, made him follow her around when she was 4 as
Personal
an attendant?
manservant.
Like a 6-year-old manservant.
Yes. Because
Okay.
how else is he gonna learn?
A 6-year-old
The
boy.
incident.
The incident.
Ah,
He had a little
when my
suit,
uncle,
it was
Lord
adorable.
Arundel, defected to the kingdom and took me with him.
Okay, so it was a defection with presumably a political prisoner.
Essentially.
The sensation of loss that overcame me on that day defies all description. It was as horrific as if
It
I'd lost.
basically
all my limbs.
happened
left the city
when
in a
the
rush to
insurrection happened. She was
So-
taken away to Dimitri's kingdom.
Yeah, was it done to protect her or to curry favor with the kingdom?
Fascinating question.
My father sent soldiers to capture me. I fought them off for 3 days, but they did finally manage it.
This 6-year-old beating up
yeah.
the knights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the fugitive.
It's like a Home Alone situation. He's putting like
He
fucking
did. He totally
man
Home Alone
traps.
them.
Yes,
Of
absolutely.
course, I was only 10. I never would have.
Oh, he's 10 by that time. Oh, he
10.
definitely Home Alone them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's
he was definitely
pretty
Kevin
well.
McAllister into them.
Yup.
I've never heard that
Wow.
story before. So there are things you've never told me.
It wasn't important.
That's
Was
beside
it-
the point.
All
I
right.
wish to know these things. If there's anything else you're keeping from me, please tell me at once.
Respectfully.
Would you like an itemized
I
list?
decline.
Why? It's a simple order. I
It's
really
less of an
must-
itemized list and more like a spreadsheet. Like
Speaking of the
entire
orders, there
code.
was a task you gave me earlier which I have yet to carry out. Excuse me.
Later,
Wait
shitlords.
just a moment.
He's
I
not
just
going
hope
to tell
he's
you how
not
many
hiding
people he's
anything
killed
too
without
worrisome.
telling you, on your behalf, without saying anything.
Well, that's plausible deniability. He knows he has to
Yeah.
do
Right,
that. He doesn't want
exactly.
her to know about like the secret diary he keeps about her.
Yes.
Yeah.
tell-all memoir. Okay. Dorothea.
Ah. I bet Dorothea is sad.
She
Oh,
looks
maybe
pretty
not
chipper.
if this is a time skippable
You're in
scene.
high spirits today, Dorothea.
Yes, I have met someone quite charming recently. I'm hoping we can spend more time together soon.
Ron Howard. They won't.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. I wish I had some advice to offer. Alas, I do not.
I have
Don't worry
never
too
dated.
much about it, 80. I'd guess
Too
romance
intimidating.
isn't really something you're interested in anyway.
I'm not completely disinterested.
Oh yeah? Is there someone you have your eye on?
Well, we get the gossip.
To be honest, there's nothing resembling romance in my life at present.
I could see how that could be hard for a person brought up to be the future ruler.
Mostly just the mandate of heaven, yes.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm disinterested. I'm simply too busy with other endeavors.
Could not be bothered to fuck at this juncture.
She really is Reinhardt.
My plans.
That's not surprising. You're not just any old noble after all.
Also, like
Oh,
any
yep.
guy that like tries to approach her, Hubert murks them, and she doesn't even know.
Yeah.
She just thinks
Right,
no one's
right.
talking to her.
I'm just thinking back, it took like fucking 85, 90 episodes of The Legend of the Galactic Heroes for Reinhardt to fuck. It's like the same problem.
Basically.
Well, they're in for a pretty complicated life.
True.
Yeah.
And I can't ignore the possibility that I may have to marry for political purposes. I doubt I'll ever have the opportunity for a passionate romance.
Well,
as
you
long
know,
as
it's
I
the
live.
prerogative of rulers of kingdoms like this to have concubines and whatnot, so go hog wild.
That's no way to talk. You meet the right person and boom, you have passion to spare. Could be someone you've just met or someone you've known your whole life.
She winks.
She's looking at the camera.
Something could even spark between the two of us.
You and
There
I.
we go.
Now that is an entertaining thought. If such an exciting future
And then
is
she
in
just
store,
walks
I
out of the room.
Look at that animation.
Oh,
The
yeah?
Edelgard, like, animation.
That's awfully
girls?
sweet, lady.
I've never thought about that before. Also, I mean, if Dorothea wants the marry and the money. Okay. Ferdinand and Caspar.
Oh.
Maxing it out.
Caspar, I have been waiting.
Ferdinand. Waiting for what?
I am going to give you a lesson on the righteous
Even
path of the
Caspar is
noble.
annoyed by Ferdinand.
Yup.
Iconic.
I need to go.
Righteous path. What? You have a problem with my path now? You think you're more righteous than me?
Want to fight about it?
Bro?
To be
The
seen.
cabinet is not
I
at
heard you
ease.
stopped a robbery the other day. Some despicable thief who was robbing an elderly shopkeeper. Rumor has it you didn't wreak as much havoc as usual.
Hey now, I think you're underestimating me here.
I read
No, the
plenty of
property
havoc.
property damage is only in the 4 digits, not the 5 like usual.
I could have easily gone off
When
and
the
just
thief showed up, the old shopkeeper
just
was so
fucked it
scared
all.
that he could barely stand.
Reek smarter, not harder. That's what I say
I
these
was about to
days.
pass out, so I had to stay calm while handling the situation. Rather than fighting, I gave my own money to the thief and told him to get out of there.
Ferdinand has
Or else.
stars in his eyes now.
That is very noble of you, Caspar.
How, magnanimous of you.
The thief fell for it and left the shop. That's when I chased him down.
Beat him senseless in an alley.
I got my money back and gave that thief a good beating. He won't be back here anytime soon.
Ah, so you walloped the scoundrel. That does sound like you. I am finding this story more plausible. Nevertheless, I think...
Hold on. Now it's your turn. I heard a
Uh-oh.
very interesting story about you
Got him.
recently.
Got
What?
him.
Gossip about
Ferdinand?
Ferdinand?
I heard you were trying to steal from an old man recently.
My
Oh,
turn,
shit.
eh? Let's hear this story then.
The way I heard it, you punched a foreign soldier right in the middle of town.
Stop. I know what you are getting at. But you have the wrong idea.
Let's hear your version then.
Well, he asked me to do it.
Yep.
I had been browsing for weapons at a rundown stall. Suddenly, a man seized the stall's owner and started dragging him away. Someone with a less generous spirit might say the peddler had it coming. His wares were quite inferior after all.
His wares were quite inferior.
I'm just going to Ignore that line.
My
But
wares.
without a moment's hesitation,
The camera
I
just...
leapt to his aid.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
stopped in the
that
middle
that
of
had
the
a
video.
problem.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it was kind of expected to go forward on its own.
It was nothing, really. Anyway, the old shopkeeper let me in on the details. He said that he was a novice trader, tricked by a noble into selling low-quality goods.
And you
Oh,
believe
no,
this?
The
And
nobility
you
was to
believed it.
blame.
That ruse was about to come to light, so the noble had sent a mercenary to keep the shopkeeper silent.
So that's what really happened.
Uh-huh.
I just heard you snapped and attacked some noble servant. I figured it was worth asking.
Now, is
about.
Caspar actually taking this at face value? Or...
Probably. He's not very smart either.
Yeah.
His head is empty for different reasons.
Well, I won't deny it.
Concussions.
I forgot my rank for a moment and let my instincts take over.
Is there something wrong with that? It sounds a little like something I would do.
And your, gentle approach to handling that robbery. That sounds like something I might do.
Including beating him to a pulp.
Wow, the cabinet is now at peace.
You were not overcome by your impulses. You kept a cool head.
I'm glad that Edelgard keeps the best people around.
Yes.
I think we're starting to rub off on each other. Always looking for a
Yeah?
way to defend justice and
Bro?
build each
Sorry.
other up.
Sorry.
On main?
Injustice, eh? Well now, that I can agree.
How many fanfictions have them rubbing off on each other?
I don't think they're a common pairing at all.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
Bit
it
of a
doesn't
rare
seem...
pair, you think?
Yeah.
They both have such better pairings.
True.
At least more, like, stereotypical
Yes.
pairings.
They've got their Digidestins.
Alright,
Hey,
Caspar
Ash,
and
what's with all the
Ash.
noise? Did something happen?
I only just heard myself. Looks like a thief got into the pantry.
Thieves?
And made off with some of our
Thieves?
So many thieves.
In
They
the
got
pantry?
a thieving problem.
It's probably because we burned the place
What
down.
monster would do such a thing? Come on, we gotta get that dirty
Little
thief.
guy talk.
Definitely.
Little guy
Sure, we
friendship.
can capture the culprit if we work
It's
together.
little guy time.
Hold on, let me get my armor.
I'll get my armor too.
Would steal
Clank, clonk, clank, clonk.
as soon as we see him.
Meanwhile, Raphael's in the corner just eating food.
How do you expect to get rid of the evil in this world if that's how you're gonna treat it?
What? I should be the one asking you that. The first thing we need to do once we've caught this person is hear
Just
what they have to say.
rehabilitate them.
Yeah, they do have, like, a person who wants to rehabilitate, you know, criminals and whatnot, versus the person who just wants to incarcerate and punish them.
Prison industrial complex. I find it quite simple, really.
You really don't get it, do you? If you let people get away with stuff like this, it's only gonna get worse.
So Ash, having the background he has, feels
Yes.
compassion for the thief, and Caspar is just a fuckall, doesn't know anything.
He just
so-
If
wants
we're
to
gonna
fight.
uphold justice, then we gotta stop evil.
That's true. I wonder if it's more him being naive or more him wanting to beat the shit out of someone.
Column A, column B.
I'm all for the rule of law. But
I think
doing
column A
indiscriminate
gives the
slaughter
excuse
isn't
for column
going to
B.
solve
It's fair.
anything.
The Democrats.
You can't just execute someone on a wild assumption and call it justice.
Then we'll be no
Really?
different than the dragons.
And you can't just hide behind
Take
your
the high
fancy
road,
words.
Caspar.
You have to take action. You know what? Forget it. There's no point in arguing this with you. We're gonna have to fight this
Oh
one
my
out.
god. Clank, clonk, clank,
You want to
clonk.
fucking go?
Unstoppable force meets
I feel that this is
objects.
actually the one that Ash may win.
Yeah.
You want to
because
fucking
he's-
go?
Yeah, because he's
Whoever
just got
wins
a.
gets to make the
He's
plans.
a walking
Got it?
tank.
Yeah, Caspar's just gonna punch him for like 1 damage.
What? How is fighting supposed to decide who's wrong and who's right?
Oh, the Band-Aid of heaven.
How
you
else
know.
are you supposed to?
We're not barbarians, are we? Just take it easy and we can talk
Caspar's
this over.
kind of a barbarian at this
Yeah,
point.
Maybe a little bit.
We don't have
He's just a
time
little
to
guy.
Take it easy. He's getting away, and all you want to do is talk.
Hey, did you
Stage
hear?
right. Thief got
Apparently
away.
They caught the thief who stole the
Oh.
food. All's well that ends well, right?
Shut up.
Caspar doesn't even matter now.
You hear that? You just cost me my chance.
Hey, if they've already been caught, let's just leave it at that.
Don't kill them.
Caspar's gonna go beat him up in the cell later, just so he feels good about himself.
Oh, no.
Justice.
That was a C rank. I didn't realize.
Yes.
I thought that was a B.
We got
Dorothea.
Ash pretty late, I think.
Yeah.
I feel as if this should have gone longer.
Oh no, what did I do this time? Did I offend you? Is this your revenge?
What's that blue effect? It's the first time we've seen that.
Shaking.
And the shivers.
No, not
Incredibly
at all.
uncomfortable
I just want to
at
tell
all
you.
times.
If you promise not to resort to violence, I'll do whatever you want.
This does not seem like they've known each other for 6 years.
Bern,
And this is their max support.
That's
Yep.
Yeah. It's weird.
When I said I was your
You're like a
friend,
timid little
you ran
mouse.
away, saying
I guess after
something
this,
about your
Dorothea
father.
gives up.
Yeah, probably.
Vaguely. I know you've lived through some bad times. If you could tell me about it, maybe I could help? Oh,
Trauma
I don't
friends?
Mm.
Please. Your father's not here now. Whatever it is, you're safe to tell me.
Father said I couldn't talk to other pretty women. I mean...
All right. My parents told me
We
never
gotta
to
finish her
befriend
story arc with
commoner.
Yuri. Speaking of pretty women.
Yes.
They said commoners are scum, and that they'd crush any that tried to come near me. Hang on, scum? They called me, commoners. They called us scum? Yeah.
Is this like a revelation to you?
Yeah.
Like,
Secretly make friends with one.
I mean, considering the circumstances in which
Oh.
you live in, Dorothea, I mean, you should understand that nobles really hate people.
speaking of
Yeah.
Yuri,
When my father found out about him, he disappeared the very next day.
and then
I heard
15
his
years
family being
later.
cut to death. I never saw him again. Since then, I've been terrified of making friends with anyone, commoners especially.
But what if we
never
killed
knew
your
that
dad?
You hear stories, sure, but oh, Bern, I'm so sorry. I'm proud to be your commoner friend.
I'm proud to be your friend.
I'll kill
Editor's
your dad.
note.
I'll kill your dad. What's he gonna do?
You could have just.
Hey now, relax. There's nothing
Just getting
to
a closer
worry
look at the
about.
back of her head, you
Yeah.
can see a better hairstyle.
Yeah.
If your dad tried to beat me up, I'd return the favor and then
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't
I'm
touch
also
her.
liking the JPEG artifacting with the lighter colors on the purple there.
Yeah, a little bit.
return the favor. When I was
Yeah,
in
it's
the
called
I would
Boron.
kill your dad.
Poor
wicked, terrible men. I survived kidnappings, attempted murders, all kinds of stuff.
Attempted murders?
But you know
Were your
what?
shows that bad?
That good? It's a tough business.
Snap! It was a thank you for all the trouble they went through trying to hurt
Dorothea knows jujitsu.
me.
Absolutely.
Incredible, Dorothea. So, now that you know I can defend myself, can we be friends, Bern? All right. Yeah.
So no A rank. We're just done. Okay. It seems
Well,
like
you
there should
know.
be a follow-up on that, but you know.
They kind of got over it.
Hanneman.
Hanneman and Yuri.
Okay.
Book.
Bam!
Couldn't show him with a book.
No,
I feel
no,
that
no,
that
no,
had
no.
to have been like maybe an hour's worth of modeling to do.
An
for the-
hour?
Yeah.
Professor
No.
Hanneman?
It would be
Do you
more
have a moment to
to
talk?
animate it.
Yeah.
Of course, Miss Dorothea.
I don't think I've ever seen
Whatever
their
is on your
support.
mind.
I don't know if I have
You were once a
either.
member of the nobility.
They
and
go
you
up to
said
Ah,
A rank.
I have actually.
here.
Indeed, I was a noble once. Why are you so curious about that?
Yeah, what the
There was
fuck?
something noble about
Well,
your
see, I'm making a list, and I wanted to make
manners.
sure you weren't on it. Okay, just you know.
Yeah.
You're always impeccably dressed, too. And you have
This
a
is
certain
my only
pride about
suit.
you.
Do you think they pay me well?
Interests me is that you threw it all away. Why?
I threw nothing away, child. In fact, by stepping away from its trappings, in my heart I
Doris is
feel
like,
closer than
"Oh,
ever to
you're
the
one of
true meaning of
those."
nobility.
Also, they didn't want me learning about crests, and let me tell you, I love crests.
How so?
Consider this. At its inception, the concept of nobility assumed that the greatest among the populace would
Okay, well,
rise
that's
to
a
power.
false premise for a thesis right there.
In my mind, I believe that means those who value knowledge, those who strive for more and wish to protect and guide their fellow man.
Or maybe it's just being born into fortunate circumstances. You know.
However,
Look.
in practice, nobility often serves to keep those deemed commoners down, segregated from those who, by
This guy's a
chance,
professor?
were born
A
to noble
57-year-old professor?
That is one of the reasons I decided to leave that nonsense behind and dedicate myself to the study of crests.
To the study of literal eugenics? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like, he says he wants to
trying
get
to
rid of the
understand
nobilities.
it.
Yeah, he wants to get, like, he doesn't like the nobility system, but then he goes and studies the thing that nobility's, like, based its
Yeah.
foundation on.
This is what academics actually I don't want to participate in society, so I'm gonna
I
go
will
join
simply
academia.
stand
But
away.
I will not question
That
society in what I work on, and that's how you get, like, you know, people that I've encountered who are like, oh yeah, we're studying this, like, computer vision, like, we're gonna track this car through the entirety of Los Angeles. Well, wouldn't that be a bad thing to give to the government or the cops? Like, do you really want to be working on that? Oh, well, that's not my business. It's just an interesting problem for me to work on.
It's kind of cool. It's fun.
that's like the first episode of the Venture Brothers.
Basically.
It's like
A lot about
the-
robotics.
the Ouray.
Academia was like an episode
Yes.
of Venture Brothers.
Yeah. I mean, like, why worry about the ethics of something when you can just say, yeah, you know, what if?
Doesn't affect
see.
me.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely a noble in that sense of the word. To pursue such admirable ideas without regard for your social position.
Or consequences.
Yeah, the consequences being the big one.
Pardon?
I'll put you in the maybe category.
Tentative.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, well.
I mean, there's
I'm
got to be
quite
still some money in
pleased
there
to hear you
somewhere,
say
right?
so.
Well, that was something.
Okay.
In Yuri.
You call that a fallback.
Oh yeah,
Forget-
Dorothea and
what was the
Yuri.
first one?
Flirting.
Oh, he was talking. Yeah,
Flirting.
the opera one, yeah.
Nice to see you, Yurikins. I was wondering if
Yurikins?
you might do me a favor.
Yurikins versus Yurkins. Yurkins, I think, works better.
Well, there's Yuri Bird,
Yuri Bird, yeah.
which is
well,
what
that's
Happy calls it. Yeah. So we have two nicknamers right now.
You're looking a bit serious, Ladybird. Oh,
Oh.
what happened?
I tried dancing with Caspar. Big mistake.
I'm feeling nicely, but I'm not supposed to put too much weight on it.
Ah, so that's why you've called me here. What do you need? Help with errands?
Not an errand, an opera.
Your foot's not going to stop you from singing. But, you know.
I see.
There's been some loose plans for a performance. Nothing professional, strictly volunteer. I signed up to take part as one of the main roles. And
So-
then this
I am
happened.
qualified.
The professor told me I should bow out just
The
to be on the
us?
safe
We
side.
said?
I'm sure you could still do Oklahoma in a wheelchair. You'll be fine.
I think they'd love it.
Your feet while you heal. Meanwhile, you want me to
Can you
fill
sing
your role,
falsetto?
right?
Yuri, yeah, he can.
Yeah.
Got
It's
it in one.
contralto.
I'm glad we're on the same page here.
Surely someone else is up to the task. Professor Manuela, for example.
She is
Already
drunk.
tried.
She's already in it.
Trust me, I wouldn't ask unless I was desperate. I knew how much you'd hate the idea.
Aside from hating it, I also wouldn't remotely sound like you do.
Oh, don't worry about that. Most of our audience won't be able to tell. the
They're
difference.
uncultured.
The crowd's going to be
You realize we're doing this for the army, right?
orphans, not your usual connoisseurs.
Orphans, survivors, and war orphans.
I'm only talking about a small.
Look, we're just putting on a show.
I love that, like, listen, can you step in for the opera? I don't know. It's for survivors and war orphans. It's like, what do you do to that? You can't say no.
Yeah, really. At this point, as soon as it comes
You have an
up,
idea of what they've been through. I thought you might want to pitch in.
I thought I could guilt you into it.
Yes, but
I
this
hear
is
your angle.
volunteer, right? So
Fine,
I'm not
fine,
paid for this.
Yes, I'll do it.
Good for you. I knew you'd rise to the occasion.
You certainly know how to.
I feel like these two would date for like a week or two, and it'd be so drama filled
Yeah.
that they have to
Yes.
break up.
Toxic.
Absolutely.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Where did you learn to do that anyway? The
And they would keep showing
Could
up
be.
at the same place
never known a song
Yup.
after
Yeah.
they like
Yup.
broke up and like snipe at each other through
Yeah, just make it
proxy.
awkward for everyone. Yeah.
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 Now,
They're in two
are you
different
ready
rooms
to
of the
go
house
over
party,
libretto?
like telling people
You've
like,
got a
oh,
lot
is he
of
talking
rehearsing
about
to do
me?
before
He
the
would.
performance.
He would.
Seriously though, thanks, Yurikins.
Yurikins. Yurikins is a pretty good restaurant if you go to the Midwest.
Yeah?
Pretty
Yeah.
good banana sundae.
Yeah.
There's no.
Just don't order the chili.
Yurikins. Well, we gotta finish that one up because that's funny.
I'm sure he did great for the war orphans. Oh god, there's even more.
Maybe. Here we go. Don't hold your breath.
I can't do it. He's still trying.
He's still trying.
5 years later.
They go up to A+? What's going on?
Yeah, buddy.
Really?
They fall in love?
Careful. You're going to make yourself pass out.
I need a lot of oxygen, Shamir.
This is weekly sessions.
Shamir, I'm so sorry.
Are you trying to breathe like I showed you? Not even close.
If you have like a deviated septum, like see an ear, nose, throat, mouth doctor, and like get that checked out.
In-out-out technique.
That happens a lot with people with like really flat, broad noses.
Damn.
It's only easy for me because I put in the time to practice. You need to practice if you want it to work.
Well, that's what he's doing.
Oh yeah? Really? So I should be able to do it if I just
You look
practice.
like you're gonna pass out.
Yes.
I see. You had no presence.
This is great voice acting.
It's really good.
He said that like he was a fucking X4, like he should have no choice.
Yes. Sometimes my presence fades without even trying. It can be a nuisance.
I walk up to the cash register sometimes I have to wait for 5 minutes.
Like you.
Seems unlikely.
That's a stop.
Yeah. God.
Oh, there they are again.
Thanks.
The little blue shivers.
Yeah.
Stop doing it while you're talking. It's disturbing.
That's it.
Do you think the voice director told that guy to like lean into the microphone for the? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. And Balthus.
All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Big man.
What could possibly go wrong?
Today. Need some quick energy. Aha! Perfect time for my
Okay,
favorite candy.
what is Lisithia's favorite candy?
I think she'd be into something like sugary with fruit heaviness. So
Right.
I could see her like putting a bunch of Jolly Ranchers in her mouth or something.
All at once.
She's got like a pack of Pez.
How many
Pez?
Jolly
Yeah,
Ranchers
Pez
do you
is
think
chunky.
she's fit in her mouth at one time?
Like 5 or 6.
She likes to combine the flavors, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Haichu, the more
Haichu.
sophisticated Starburst.
So...
Okay.
Looky here. It's the little lady of House Ordelia. Just back from training, yeah? You're unstoppable.
Go get him, kid.
Okay, based on how she's acting, maybe it is Haichu.
It's just wild.
Because Golly Ranchers would
Golly
Ranchers.
Golly Ranchers would sound like she had like a mouthful of marbles, but this sounds like
Right.
it's full of taffy or something. So
She can't retort.
Feeling chatty, I see. Something to do with those puffy cheeks? Got a cavity brewing or what?
Balthus, future dentist.
Spit it at him.
Don't!
Dad, you can't even speak properly. Poor thing. It's okay. I know a guy. He'll have that rotten tooth out in no time.
Balthus, you're a jackass.
No, he's trying to help her.
I
He
know.
knows a guy.
Yeah, but he's being so rude about it. He knows what's happening.
Best in the business.
Does he though?
Some special tools and everything. Door and a string or some such.
What is this support?
No, thank you.
Oh, you just had food in your mouth. You could have told me that a lot sooner, you know.
Wow, placing the blame on me? What a piece of work.
Now that I can verbally abuse you.
Don't tell anyone.
What? That you
were
like
walking
candy?
around with acorn-stuffed cheeks like some kind of overzealous squirrel.
Yeah, that.
It wasn't acorns, it was candy.
Even still, I don't plan on telling anyone a hungry girl ate some food. Not much of a story, really.
You don't get it. If people think I'm gnawing on candy, they'll think I'm nothing more than a child.
It's true. If you eat candy over the age of 10, people think you're a child.
That a fact. I'd say it's downright prudent to fortify yourself any chance you get. Mature, even.
That's why I always have a hot pocket in my pocket.
Balthus just opens it up like the tater tots from fucking Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah.
Nothing is certain in life, not even your next meal. You never know when you'll be taken into custody.
Never know.
You never know when the cops are gonna frisk you and take all of your fucking candy.
Speaking of which, I have to go.
My life is a collection.
Oh my
of
god,
getting
there was
into
just
trouble,
a fucking
getting
tweet
caught.
going around of the
Yeah.
cops took a bunch of candy from people. It's like, here's like
Yes.
50 Maltesers confiscated.
Keeping those dangerous criminals off the streets.
One time, I was actually rescued by your parents.
Suddenly
Bet you didn't
plot.
know that, huh?
Hmm?
They
Surprise.
rescued you?
Too true.
Why would they
I owe them
rescue you
for
instead
that.
of leaving you to
forgot.
rot?
I forgot. I'm actually in a rush. I gotta run. Enjoy your secret candy, pal.
I think he just made that up.
Your father rescued that guy?
That guy?
When would that have happened?
Next time on this support.
We'll never see it.
Well, we gotta pair them up now because I want to see where their candy support goes.
What the fuck was that?
All right, we're down into the wolves.
Now we finally got some
Scampered
actual.
up to me, hopped in my lap, and scarfed it all down in one bite.
Isn't Caspar cute?
Wow.
That sounds terrible.
I was looking forward to that sandwich all morning, and then she scurried off like nothing happened.
Yeah, that's Caspar. That's a she, but, you know.
Don't you do it.
All right then. What do you feel like doing today?
Why'd you sigh like that?
It's not a problem, is it? I could tell you were holding back a real.
I'm
monster
sighing for
inside
you.
yourself.
Come on.
Sympathetic
I got
sire.
one out for the both of us. Felt great.
Oh, I see. Must be nice, sighing whenever you feel so inclined.
Oh, why not try taking a deep breath whenever you feel a sigh coming on?
That's
Trick yourself
almost
out
a
of it.
sigh. I don't.
I tried that once. It went
I
okay
feel
at
like
first.
I
but
feel like
Yeah.
a sigh is like it's kind of a nebulous concept.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's also like, as at its core, an involuntary thing. You don't really like set
it's like-
yourself
it's
up
like
to
yawning
sigh.
or-
Yeah.
Or blinking or something. Yeah.
It's something you really just kind of have no control over in the course of a conversation.
Right. Guess they're too similar for that to work. Does that mean yawning is a no-go too?
I'm pretty bored right now, so maybe we'll find out. But I
Damn,
don't
go
yawn
off,
very
queen.
often, to be honest.
Because you sleep when the sun goes down and wake when it rises, yeah?
Yep, that's been my routine for a
That doesn't
while
work too
now.
well in the summer.
It's easier than contending with a full day of boring stuff.
Come on, everything has its quirks. I don't think I'd call anything in this wild world boring.
Really.
Except being in
So you don't
jail.
seem to take much interest in your own future.
That's not very nice, is it? You really aren't all that.
I can't tell if these two like each other or not.
Fascinating question.
Tomorrow either.
Quiet. Don't pretend you can see through me. This pointless chatter has made me even hungrier than I already was. I'm off to the dining hall.
She's
Away.
angry.
Just one of the gal.
You could have gone around the corner. It's faster, but okay.
That would require a 720-degree turn to the right.
Right, right.
720.
Yeah, I mean, look at this background.
720 degrees.
I don't see any corners personally in this
She's as
area.
prickly as ever.
Well, that was something.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Let's just
think
be
about
Happy
that
and
one.
Constance.
Yep. Oh, they can't do the ash one. I missed the opportunity.
Oh man.
Tragic.
It's got to be there, just hanging around.
Yeah.
Forever.
State. Yeah.
Great line read. Love that one.
Beautiful.
Do it again.
Happy, what in the world has gotten
I just came back from the dining hall. Balthus was a jackass. Okay, just rolled actually.
It would be easier to understand you if your mouth was less stuffed.
Yeah,
Time
these
to
definitely
finish
went
when
in
you are eating
sequence.
and then
Yep.
have your piece.
Nothing better than fresh pastries. You sure you don't want one, Coco?
Fresh pastry. So you had your mouth full of like a cream puff or something.
Yes. An entire
I don't know
Danish.
whether I want a bun or not. It's about your atrocious manners. Walking around with your arms and jaws stuffed full of unwrapped pastries?
Oh, we were to assume that she was carrying around donuts?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, it's funny that Constance, of course, the noble, thinks about manners and she was raised by wolves or whatever.
Yup.
There are crumbs all over your lips, your clothes. You've left a trail.
Let's go outside and talk about this and see what you think.
I gotta know how to get back to the cafeteria.
Happy would just open a window to make Constance stop bothering her.
Yes.
Sure you don't want a bite? If you don't have any,
Like
just eat
irreverent
them all.
maudlin mode. Like third deal, just a switch.
You have to try them fresh out of the oven if you want the full effect. Pretty soon they'll get cold. Oh, I'll
That's why I
explain
bought
the rules
50.
So you understand.
Okay.
They have a crisp, oven-browned exterior and a sophisticated, spongy sweetness lying within.
I love talking to Constance like that. Keep doing that.
Not interested? That's fine. More for me.
I was going to say, not so fast. Spare one for me, but only because you insisted. It would be rude of me to decline an offering made in good faith. One must mind one's manners.
You're really dragging this out.
You could just say you want a fucking donut.
No, she can't. It's not proper.
Don't you?
Perfect.
Right?
There's a non-zero amount of fan art of Happy stuffing a goddamn.
Almost
pastry.
certainly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you have crumbs all over you too. Your form could use a little work. Next time, stuff the whole thing in your mouth at once.
She just doesn't find George is dead, just shoving the pastry in his mouth.
That's the proper way to eat a snack like this. If you ate
Or I guess,
this
like,
stuffy
you could go with
party,
Bill Murray,
cutting it
too.
into sensible little bites, the experience would be ruined.
I see your point. There are more types of dining in this world than I was ready to allow for.
Oh, she opened up.
You've won me over.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want to take an entire fucking donut and just open your mouth up by the cheek and just shove it straight in.
So
Yup.
this begs the question: how did Constance eat a slice of pizza before this?
Oh,
She
knife
had
and
pizza?
fork.
Knife and fork.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wouldn't want to get grease all over her hands.
idea. Wait, no! At the cathedral? You've lost me again, Happy.
Okay.
We did it, everyone.
We're through it.
We got
We
through
can
that
now play the
somehow.
game.
Okay.
Or can we?
I guess we just go straight on the mission. We got nothing else to do, so.
Yeah.
Capturing Diridu,
We're finally
the
doing
aquatic
Deirdre.
capital.
The aquatic capital, where Claude awaits.
Let's get on in.
The aquatic capital.
Boo.